I want to talk to you guys today about stretching with Ballet Beautiful and how to get the most out of our program. Stretching is so important for a ballet dancer, and it's something that we incorporate into a lot of our exercises. We use stretching as a wonderful way to warm up and open up the body and the muscles, prepare ourselves for our workout, but it's also a wonderful tool as a cool down. Now, when we're stretching together, there's a few things I want you to keep in mind. One, flexibility and stretching is a very fluid process. So there's no one way to stretch. There's no one way to do a lot of these stretches together. And you will feel variation in your body from day to day, from week to week, potentially from year to year. The other thing that's really great about flexibility is that it's something that's really attainable for everyone. Now, your range of motion might be different than mine, and maybe we'll always have a different range of motion. That's totally fine. What's important is that if you want to increase your personal range of motion, I can give you the tools to help you get there. So that's the goal with our stretching. Don't worry about comparing yourself to me, but more, where do you want to be and how can our program help you achieve that? Few things to think of. As we're going, I'll often offer sort of cues. A lot of times I use a pulse, a little bit of a bounce, and also a breath in the stretching. When I'm stretching, it's really important to try to think of it as a time to kind of release your stress. Stretching is a great tool that's available for all of us to melt stress away. And everybody has stress. So using your breath can help you increase the range of motion, but also release a lot of that stress from your day. And when I'm doing my stretching videos with you guys, a lot of times I'm talking, so I'm actually not breathing quite as much as I would if I were doing it on my own. But the stretching and the breathing I want you to think about is generally just a slower pace, sort of a slower rhythm for your body, and also using a deep inhale through your nose, all the way up, and then an exhale through your mouth slowly. A lot of times I try to use the exhale on the release, using the inhale when I'm moving into a position, and the exhale is a way to deepen the stretch and to deepen my position. And again here, even just sitting here chatting with you guys, I'm naturally finding myself using that pulse because the pulse is an easy way to increase the range of motion. So a few other points, when we're talking about range of motion, again, everybody's is different and that's totally fine. So certain cues where I might be reaching towards my toes, that might not be something that's achievable for you today. And I always like to say, start out by thinking about one, for a lot of the hamstring focused exercises and stretches, thinking about moving your upper body down towards that leg. Or if I were lying on my back, I would be thinking about moving my leg towards the upper body. That's what the stretch is, and that is where you really feel the difference. So starting out, you might be working with your hands on your knees and then sort of working them down your calf with the goal of getting to your ankle. The ultimate goal, of course, would be to touch your toes, and in some instances, be able to bring your hands around your feet. If that's not doable, don't worry, you'll get there, or you'll get to whatever your maximum range of motion is. A few other things that you can keep in mind. Sometimes it can be very helpful to use like a towel or a band, even if you had an extra sweater lying around, something that you can put around that foot and bring it back towards you. If you were lying down on your back, you could do the exact same thing by starting out just working on the thigh and the knee and getting that as you bring it back. You might need something to help assist you. Sometimes in yoga, they'll use a strap or something like that. You could even use a belt. So just being aware of those changes that your body is making. You want to push yourself when you stretch to really feel it, but don't go beyond your range of motion. listen to your body. Your body's gonna give you cues. It's gonna tell you sort of when enough is enough, and you never wanna go past that. So just listen to your body, don't overdo it. I'd always rather you guys be a little bit more conservative. We've got lots of time together. And again, the more you stretch, the more you're gonna see results. It's all about consistency. So stay with me, stay focused. I can't wait to see you at our next stretch workout.